Sports High School Basketball Championships are presented by Papa Murphy's. Well, the Tacoma Dome buzzing this week. High school state basketball tournament. The 4A up first. Fans, more than one down from Seattle to see the Garfield Bulldogs. And the Bombers fans from Richland, from across the state, all here for that 4A title. Garfield and Richland inside the dome. They're ready. We hope you are as well. We are. Courtside, it's Brad Adam and our basketball/baseball analyst, Mr. Bill Kruger, talking hoops today. And I tell you what, I hope you got your rest. Hope you got your water, because we're about to see a lot of up and down with these teams, Bill.
And that's what basketball fans love. Up and down basketball. Richland, Garfield. You wouldn't necessarily think Richland, but they are a fast-paced team.
Much more on them coming up in a second, but let's take a look at how these teams have got here. Garfield took care of Kentridge and a thriller last night by 2 over Issaquah. They reached the 4A title, looking for their 12th title in school history. As for Richland, running over Wenatchee and Beamer, they make it here, a rematch of the 74 title game won by Garfield. And if they're going to do it again, Tremaine Isabel is going to have to be big, as he was last night, and really, Bill, all season long.
Yeah, this guy averaging over 20 in the tournament, the Lakeside transfer. Seattle area fans know all about this guy. An unbelievable open court player, but what separates him is his ankle-breaking ability to get by opponents, get in the lane, make baskets for himself, and thread the needle for others.
So he's kind of the guy for Garfield. For the Bombers, and boy, has there ever been a more apt nickname than the Bombers. Everybody got the green light. Jacob DeVries leading them so far in this tournament.
Hey, this guy doesn't look the part, but he's a cold-handed killer. Averaging 25.5 in the tournament. He's shooting 63% from the field, over 50 from 3, over 80 from the line, and he has the green light, much like the rest of this Bombers ball club. They're going to play up and down and shoot the 3 at will. They've been over 90 10 times and over 100 twice. You wouldn't necessarily think that from the east side of the state, but they are for real.
25-0. As you said, Bill, they love to score. Only 4 games under 80 of their 25 this year. They've got the green and yellow and white stripes. There are the fans, the Bombers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Garfield, the Bulldogs go with Agosto, Isabel, Baker, Tucker, Blake, 5 for them. DeVries, McCullough, Bayo had a great game last night, the sophomore. Radliff and the coach's son, Nathan Streufert, averaging 18.5 per game. As for Garfield, Bulldogs led by Ed Haskins there, coaching in his 2nd state title game. Again, Garfield's won 11 overall. And Earl Streufert, head coach of Richland, his son about to jump center again. Richland, the Bombers in their white and green. Garfield, purple and white, a little bit of gray. Here we go, 4A title controlled by Agosto and Garfield. Both teams like to get up and down, as we said, play man, pressure D. Here's Isabel. He'll have the ball in his hands a lot. He goes down low and trying to get one off the glass. Baker. All the way to the rack. There he goes, DeVries. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Right out of the chute, Richland gets the ball off the glass and they attack.
There he is, Earl Streufert, his son on the team, saying how he just likes his guys to play free. If you're going to make mistakes, make them aggressive.
Now this team, from what I've seen, is the best conditioned team in the tournament, and they've literally just wore other teams down with the ability to play with a high battery.
Taking care of Beamer last night by 14. All the talk was, could they handle Todd Beamer's pressure? Well, they put the pressure on Beamer. Both teams like to pressure and play fast here today. Jim with the ball, Blake to the right, off. Streufert the rebound, he's fouled. That's Blake's first senior Federal Way transfer. Nothing real fancy with Garfield. Pressure D, man to man, and really wore Issaquah down last night, especially in that second half.
What you'll see with Richland is we know when to pass the ball so well.
And Bayo drains a deep 3 from the corner, wanting the bucket. There was a foul on the play. Refs conferring this one. But there's a kid last night, Bayo, the sophomore.
Here we see the cross-court pass. The foul is on the screen. Bayo's shot is in, but they will not count the bucket.
No bucket. So very quickly, Rayon Blake, senior, Garfield, 2 quick fouls, not a minute into the game, and he's down on the Garfield bench. And Zachariah Shepard in for him. There he is, number 33 for the Bulldogs. Catch and shoot, Payton Radliff.
Their leading scorer, he's really struggled in the tournament from the outside, just shooting 20%. Boy, that's a big bucket for him.
I'm not even sure if Richland knows there's a shot clock. I don't know if they've ever been close to using 35 seconds.
Their rule is get the shot up at 8 seconds, if you can believe that.
Sean Tucker, jump shot, got it. Federal Way transfer, the senior gets Garfield on the board. Bayo cutting to the hoop. Sophomore, nice touch inside.
Well, we saw him get scored a variety of ways. There's another one. Got 29 last night against Beamer.
At 4 threes, all 9 of his free throws he made. Isabel loses it, gets it back. Lugosto goes hard to the rim. Radliff rebounds. No matter who rebounds for the Bombers, look to push. Here's Bayo. Jump shot. This is about everything. Isabel clears. Tries to go behind the back. Runs it down in the corner. Foul inside on Drew McCullough.
Isabel has an uncanny ability to get into really tight spaces and create space for himself to score or make passes. You see Isabel trying to go in the lane, he gets into traffic, and he's got an unbelievable ability to make something good out of nothing.
Averaging about 24 points a game, had 19 last night against Issaquah. First free throw is good. Washington State signee, heading off to Pullman next year. A guy who can do more than score, as we saw last night, especially in that fourth quarter against Issaquah.
He took the assignment of shutting down the leading scorer for Issaquah, Ty Gibson, in the waning moments. That helped them win the ballgame.
Streufert wanting it on the post. Flashes across the lane and gets the roll.
Big bucket for him. He's not been a big scorer in this tournament, Streufert.
But just like that, Isabel coming right back. He'll draw another foul. This one on Streufert.
Isabel has to be licking his chops. The way that the Bombers play, there's going to be so many man-to-man and open court opportunities for him to penetrate and do what he does.
They change it up. It's McCullough's second. So back-to-back fouls on the senior guard, who stays in with 2 fouls. It's Baker down low. Good defense, and Bayo clears. Screen for Radliff. Back-to-back threes for him.
Well, you add him to Bayo and DeVries, and you got a lot of shooting.
Augusto getting to the basket, no doubt about that. Tripped up, and he'll be fouled, but go back to this Radliff three.
A little screen in the ball gives Radliff some room, and whammo, another three-point shot for him.
They've got 4 players averaging double figures, led by that man, the senior, 19. He's got a couple of triples, Richland leading by 8 as Augusto, sophomore, going to the line for the Bulldogs. Of course, he was fouled late last night against Issaquah. 3-pointer missed. They gave him 3 free throws. He makes 2, and that was the difference. 61-59 last night.
Big story there. 23 out of 27 for the foul line from Garfield. That's what won the ball game for him.
Misses both. And here we go with Bayo. Great cut by Streufert inside.
6'7", but he can really run the floor.
He's got 4, the lead up to 10. Listen to that Bomber crowd.
Here we see the great cut by Streufert, who's 6'7", but really can play to the rim. He's done really good tonight in that respect.
I told you about those Bombers, a great nickname. Richland, established in 1910, Mid-Columbia Conference, originally called Columbia High School. How about some alum? Gene Conley, Travis Buck, Hope Solo. Out there on the east side of the state. Again, trying to win their first state title since 1979.
Basketball crazy community, Brad. They play in a 4,000-seat gym that packs itself out. People have to get to the game early to get a seat. I mean, they love basketball there. They haven't won since the late 70s, but it seems like the program is on a rise. This is a team of destiny.
Could be an undefeated team. You look at the schedule and you think, my goodness, nothing's been close. They're just running teams, and they get to the state, and maybe the competition catches up with them. That has not been the case. Again, 25-0 coming in, averaging 87 in a 32-minute game. That is hard to do. High school level, again, only below 80 4 times, over 100 twice. Only one game decided by 10 points or less.
It's Paul Westhead and the Loyola Marymount Lions, isn't it?
Probably stole a little bit from that. And Isabel rises up for 3 and drains it.
Tell you what, his shot is so much better this year, and when he's knocking that down, he's impossible to stop.
DeVries in the corner. The Streufert. Pass too low for Radliff to handle. Bayo on the ground. Heap of players there, baseline. Pick them up, pick them apart. It's going to stay Bombers basketball.
That one staying with Richland.
There's a look at Bayo.
Just a sophomore, he's got a basketball future from what I've seen so far in this tournament, Brad. He's got a lot of skill at 6'3". You know he's going to get bigger, and he's got a lot of wiggle in his game, and he can really shoot it.
And defend as well. Radliff. A couple of extra steps going to the rim. That's a travel.
As you can see, Richland really spreads you out. They'll run the screen and the ball, and they look cross court. They have a great feel for one another.
Isabel walking things up now for Garfield.
Little change up in the defense. Little 2-3 zone from Richland.
Gusto from outside, short. Radliff rebounds and goes up ahead. McCullough corner. Radliff pull-up jump shot, high archer, off the rim. McCullough rebounds. Bank shot, no, up ahead. It's Tucker. Lays up and in for Garfield.
Always got to be aware of floor balance. If one guard drives the key, Brad, you know the other guard's got to have get-back responsibility, and they got a little lost there, the cherry-pick bucket for Garfield.
That can happen sometimes when you shoot from outside like Richland does. They lead, though, 14-9.
Well, they have some skilled players. You don't underestimate them if they don't look the part. Bayo can make a variety of shots. Radliff has been a struggling shooter so far in this tournament, nailed a couple threes. Streufert, a real active 6'10" that runs the floor like a gazelle. This Richland team, they're going to play hard and play defense, Brad, but they'll play 3 for 2 with you. They'll let you make a 2, and they'll go down and make a 3.
And last time down, Richland changed up, went to a zone. See if they stick with that as DeVries free off the pick. Draws contact, and it's an offensive foul on that man, Jacob DeVries.
Charge block call, the toughest one in basketball. We watch basketball all year long in the college level. The struggle to get that call right it's big.
His first.
2-3 zone again, a little extension by the guards, but again, I think this is the right defense for Isabel. Like, it breaks everybody down.
It just rises up, shoots over him.
As I mentioned, his shot mechanics are so much better this year. Better spin, better arch on the shot, and he's knocking it down tonight.
2 3-pointers, he's got 8 points. The lead now just 2 for the Bombers. Bayo, deep 3. Tremaine keeps it alive, it'll be Bulldogs basketball.
Fouls on number 20, Payton Radliff, that's his second.
That's Radliff's second foul. So the senior goes to the bench. In for him, Daniel Torres Elfrey.
Both
Another
teams
senior.
depth getting tested. A couple of early 2 fouls on key players.
Garfield on an 8-0 run last couple of minutes, making it 10-0 run. We've got a tie ball game.
If you're Richland, you got to sink and help on Isabel, or he's just going to have his way.
He's got 10 points already. Nice cut by Bayo off the glass. Got it, but an offensive. No basket.
We talk about the shot, the charge block call being one of the toughest in the game. To me, it looked like Bayo had his shoulders past the defender. Call goes against the Bombers.
So that's Bayo's first. 16 fouls for Richland. Garfield being the bonus the rest of the half. Agosto from the corner, in and out. Get Isabel, get up, keep it alive, draw the foul.
Here we see the ankle breaker crossover and into traffic is Isabel. You got to have to collapse and get to him 2 or 3 guys, or he's just going to go for a bundle tonight.
Streufert's first foul. Isabel remains perfect from the line.
And perfect for the tournament. He has yet to miss. Maybe something that stuck in his mind after last year, the critical free throws he could have made to beat Rainier Beach when he was at Lakeside.
Got them both. Garfield, their first lead now at 16-14. Coming up on 2 minutes to go, opening quarter.
Nice to have a 6'7" guy come up and get the basketball and break the press for you. As in Streufert right there.
Constant movement for the Bombers on offense. Ball screens, cuts, backdoors. Streufert trying to get inside. He'll be fouled by Isabel.
Another difficult call. It looked like Streufert was the one that was off balance, kind of clumsily falling into Isabel, but Isabel gets the foul.
His first, team foul 4. DeVries, top of the key. Can't get it to go.
Surprised McCullough didn't try to save that basketball.
Carson Miller in the junior. As Elfrey back to the bench, so for Richland, Miller is in. Played some big minutes last night against Beamer.
And he's got a nice little 12 to 15-foot game. He's a great high school off-the-bench guy that understands his limitations.
Well, Isabel finally misses. The Bombers basketball. Tremaine had scored 10 of the Bulldogs' 12 points on this 12-0 run. Back cut, Isabel reads it, knocks it away. Here comes Tucker, open court. Nice D by Streufert. Here comes the Bombers. DeVries all the way.
How did he get that one off?
Tucker in the paint, rejected, but a foul.
We talk about DeVries not looking the part, but look at this Euro step. Just enough energy to get it off the glass.
Their first bucket in nearly 4 minutes here, the opening quarter.
Remember Jerry McNamara of Syracuse? All he needs is a haircut.
Absolutely. Fellow Bomber, no doubt about that. Here's Tucker again, the senior, short on his first Federal Way transfer. He and Blake came over for their senior seasons. As Baker takes a seat, in for him, Patrick Greeley. Tucker trying to break the tie. And does. .46 seconds to go here, first quarter. That's probably about 4 possessions, the way these guys are going. Oh, the Tucker, good hand, steals it. All the way, wild shot, Bayo rebounds. Bayo to Streufert underneath, and just waiting for Greeley to land on his back. He'll be going to the line.
Richland really comfortable in the open floor, aren't they? They find one another, they reverse the basketball, they share it.
Number 35, Patrick Greeley, this is first 15 foul, no shots.
Is on the ground, so no shot, a non-shooting foul. Streufert hadn't gone up yet. Turnaround jumper, a little hard from Miller. Isabel loses it. Bayo wide open for 3. Short. Comes Isabel. 4 seconds.
Numbers for Garfield.
3-pointer don't count. One of the few misses for Tremaine Isabel in the first quarter. He has 12 points. Garfield comes back from the 10-point deficit. They lead by 1 after 1. It's still raining outside the T-Dome. Fans coming in using umbrellas. Bill doesn't have to worry about this because he's got covered parking here. He just comes right into the T-Dome. They open up this big door and he just drives right in. It's awesome. First quarter stats.
You didn't park next to me?
I didn't know.
Oh, jeez.
Free throws, 5 of 8. They've shot 8 to Richland's 2. Rebounds, Richland. Team fouls, though, it's big because Garfield in the bonus. But impressive, Garfield down 10 early, didn't even blink.
No, they just came right back at him. Of course, Tremaine Isabel, what a player. And when he's making outside shots, he is impossible to stop.
Tucker bringing it up this time. Same 5 for Garfield.
Richland back in man-to-man. That's their comfortable defense.
We'll see how Bayo, the sophomore, can do. Another 3. This one missed and rebounded by Radliff back in the game with 2 fouls. Oh, Isabel tried to keep that one alive, keep it in the court.
A little too much air underneath that pass. So you play against Garfield, they're quick as cats.
Cross court, Radliff, deep 3. Kept alive by Bayo, who goes back up with it. Again, this time foul, hits the deck hard. It pops right up.
It's amazing, and I think it's conditioning and just the way they play, Brad, but they've been a plus 10 rebound team in this tournament, and they all get in there and scrap for the rebound. You see Bayo quitting, not quitting, getting the basketball up, drawing the 2-shot foul.
I think they got Tucker with the foul there. He goes out. Brayon Blake comes in. He had 2 early fouls the first minute of this game, so he sat for a while, but Blake back in for his fellow Federal Way transfer. Deshaun Tucker goes to the bench. Mayo, perfect. Richland back on top by 1. Shepherd, quick shot. Shepherd, Mayo, dive for it. Isabel steals it. Back to the line for Isabel.
Garfield's so adept at getting the hand in the passing lane.
So
it's Streufert, his second foul. So a couple now for Richland with 2 fouls. His first miss, not only tonight, but his first miss of the tournament for Isabel. Blake and Ed Haskins talks things over in front of the Bulldogs bench. Misses the second one. Here comes DeVries. DeVries going over Augusto, no foul. Rebounded by Shepherd. Blake rejected inside. Miller again rejects him. Streufert's not going to be able to get the breakaway.
Carson Miller is a real nice off-the-bench big guy. How about this defense here? A rejection, and again, twice, and gets the rebound and draws the foul before a chance for possibly a Streufert dunk.
Foul was on Shepherd. Miller to the line, 1-on-1. Both teams in the bonus now. First one's up and in.
And Miller's been really good, averaging 7 a game off the bench, giving him 6.5 rebounds.
Junior be coming back next year. Maybe crack that starting lineup. Gets the roll. Richland up now by 3. Isabel all the way in the lane. It's the kind of jump hook to go. 14 now. He's really had his way so far. Knocked out of bounds by Shepherd.
You know, he's played with that same relentlessness, but he's played under control. He's taken shots under control. He's been on balance. Even this shot, that's an unbalanced shot for Isabel. His arms are so long. He's 6 foot. He plays it like 6'4".
Tip. Baker steals.
How'd he get it back?
Got it back, setting things up now. And he knows he can get to the rack. Augusto from the corner, short again. Offensive board by Blake, leaves it to Isabel, nicely done.
Nice play by Blake.
No time to celebrate because the Bombers come right back at you. Tipped and steal as Baker runs it down. DeVries goes flying. It's another foul on Blake. That is number 3.
Certainly a mismatch right there, but DeVries holds his ground and draws the charge.
He'll be going to the bench. Back in is Greeley.
Without a doubt. Forearm pushed off.
And recognized the mismatch. Couldn't take advantage of it.
Your local Ford store is proud to support your local Washington high schools by supporting sports programs.
So 21-20 and up to 21, Isabel. 16 of the 21.
And he gets them in a variety of ways. Big thing tonight is his ability to knock down the perimeter shot. He's been on balance. Shooting pocket's been so good. And then when you have to be aware of his shot, he gets in the lane and just causes havoc. A variety of shots, twisting, spinning plays. He's just been unbelievable so far this evening.
5 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from behind the arc.
I'll tell you what, Washington State is going to be thrilled to get this guy. He could be a program changer. I may be jumping too far ahead, but great guards change programs at the college level. It's not the same game that maybe our dads or maybe I played in where big guys rule. Guards rule in college basketball, and he's the kind of guard that can be a transformating player for Washington State. I really believe that. He's going to have to obviously learn and step his game up to the Pac-12 level. I believe he can. I think he can be a really great player.
Well, the Cougs are, their fans thrilled to have him next couple years. All right, Radliff in the game with 2, Streufert with 2 for Richland. DeVries pull up. Bank from there. I think he did right now. We'll give that to him. He's been so good this tourney. We'll give it to him. He's got 6. Richland back on top.
Back in a little zone.
Nice pump fake. Isabel rises up short. But right there to clean it up towards Baker.
Air balls always throw your rebounding off. Ooh, he walked.
Yes, he did. Spun, but got away with it. Look at Bayo, the cut. Misses the layup. Greeley rebounds. They're going to get Bayo with a foul. Sending Isabel back to the free throw line.
Number 14, Stephen Bayo, his second.
That's his second.
It's the 10th team foul.
So now it's 10th team foul, so it's double bonus the rest of the way for the Bulldogs. 2 shots every time now.
Some key players for Richland with 2 fouls. We got 4:20 left in the half. Got to be kind of careful here. You know, Coach Streufert doesn't want to take him out of the ball game, but they're going to have to play a little smarter.
Jashawn Augusto goes out, the sophomore. In Jalen Noel, freshman for Garfield. Got them both. 18 points now for Isabel. Garfield by 3.
Streufert has 2, DeVries has 2, now Bayo has 2. This is a time to be careful for the Bombers.
A lot of contact there. No call, steal, Bulldogs ball. A little too fancy there. Streufert's kick. The Bulldogs basketball. All right, before they resume play, we'll take a quick timeout. Garfield by 3. Welcome back to WIAA 4A Boys Championship Hoops game from Tacoma. Garfield leading by 3. Richland started out on fire, had that 10-point lead first quarter. Now they not only trail, but have a couple guys in foul trouble.
Yeah, Streufert and Bayo and DeVries and Radliff all have 2 fouls. This is a careful time for Richland. In particular, I think Streufert, that's the guy. They can't afford to have him get in major foul trouble. They're one real true big guy.
Federal way, maybe in worse shape with 2, with 3. The freshman pull-up jump shot, short. DeVries the rebound. Boy, you're right. Everybody rebounds for them.
Well, he defines the fact that they say 80% of rebounds are below the rim. DeVries can only get them below the rim.
Radliff, quick catch and shoot. Comes Isabel. He's got numbers. Boy, and found Shepard underneath, off his hands. It'll stay Garfield basketball. And Haskins patrolling the sidelines there. Hardly ever sits down during a game. Said this man Isabel played like the state MVP last night. Played like it so far. As Noel short, misses it all. Bombers basketball.
Boy, you saw right there, Richland, 3 players converged on Isabel when he tried to make his move, and he kind of forces you to do that.
Streufert turns faces, knocks over his defender. That's Torres Baker. They're going to call Baker for the block.
Pretty big call there, a face-up, and sure enough, Baker's still moving as Streufert makes his move to the baseline.
Well, we've seen 3 or 4 of those already underneath the Richland basket. They're
charge calls, right? Yeah.
There's a good look. Nathan Streufert, 6'7" senior, league MVP, averaging close to 19 points a game. Misses the free throw. Both teams now double bonus the rest of this way. 3 minutes left, opening half. Fresh into the game, missed, but knocked down, and Patrick Greeley picks it up, puts it in. His first 2 points.
Garfield can really hurt you with second chance points.
DeVries missed. Look at Miller rise up for the offensive rebound, and Isabel takes it from him. Beats everybody for the basket.
Great strip by Isabel for the easy 2.
He's up to 20 points. Bulldogs on an 8-0 run. Their lead up to 7. Richland really having trouble scoring. Radliff wide open, sets, in and out. Shepherd the rebound, get it to number 2, and let him go. Nice block there by Radliff. Miller, Streufert, here we go. They've got numbers. Nice, pretty pass up ahead to Radliff.
Really comfortable in the open floor. They find one another. The fastest way to advance the basketball is with the pass, and there's a great example.
Isabel, high arcing 3. Streufert rebounds.
Maybe settle a little bit there.
Bayo ahead of the pack, easy deuce.
Caught Garfield a little flat-footed, maybe tired.
Richland just keeps the pressure. Bayo with 6.
Here we see the kick ahead and a nice athletic play by Radliff to knock that deuce down. Richland, we saw it last night. Beamer got tired. A team like Beamer, used to playing open court basketball, got tired, and that's Richland just kind of ran away from them. You felt that kind of happen in that sequence right there. Isabel settles for a long shot, and nobody gets back twice, and Richland gets 2 quick buckets.
They are used to running and getting ahead. Bayo, the easy layup again. This team has scored under 80, a grand total of 4 times they've scored under 80. Remember, this is all in a 32-minute high school game, averaging over 87 points a game. 100 twice, only 1 game decided by 10 points or less. They won by 14 last night, by 29 in the quarters. I mean, they're undefeated for a reason.
This is, like I said, a basketball crazy town, and they have built programs going down into the youth that are going to keep bringing along Richmond basketball. That's what Coach Streufert is all about. He's going to build a program and keep feeding it with great players. Like I said, a great tradition in Richland, and these kids are in great shape. That's the one thing that's impressed me.
And who wouldn't want to play in this system?
Oh, love it.
Getting to the rack is Austin Anderson, the junior, not been shy since coming in the game about a minute ago. He ties up Streufert. There is a foul called on that. That is on Anderson. His first. Streufert back to the free throw line. Again, double bonus for both teams the rest of the way. Anderson's first. Streufert missed his only free throw last time to the line.
The sidelines for shooting here at the Tacoma Dome are pretty tough. I mean, it's obviously easier to shoot toward the curtain than it is to shoot at this open air end. But I think these teams have now, in their third game, they're starting to get the ability to shoot here. I think it's getting to be less of an issue.
Richland, again, 5 state title games in the 70s. Last time they won it was 79. 6-0 run for the Bombers. Again, yeah, these two teams played 1974 for the state title. Garfield beating Richland. I wonder if anybody on either team remembers that game. we're told about it. Tremaine can't get it to go inside. Tip kept alive not once but twice. Knocked out of bounds, stays Bulldogs basketball. I think it's part of their team's lore. They pass down stories from that 74 title game. For Garfield,
you'd like to hope that, but I have a feeling no.
Maybe not from Richland's standpoint.
Yeah.
You got to remember 74 Super Dogs team. The Garfield Bulldogs. Some consider that team the best the state's ever produced. That'd be a fun argument, huh? Open that can of worms.
Sure.
Best team ever. Those guys have played their place.
And just hear them.
Cleveland,
hey,
Rainier
if we'd have had the shot clock and the line, we'd have got 100
exactly.
every night.
Bulldogs now using some clock. Shot clock now at 10. Isabel's got it. And he is fouled at half court by Streufert. That is his third foul.
And not a real smart foul right there. Isabel's got no place to go. He's tucked up against the half-court line.
Isabel will be shooting 2 here. With 26 seconds left, opening half. Already with 20 points for the senior.
Boy, this has been a highly entertaining game. Both teams playing open court basketball. Isabel has been unbelievable so far in this first half.
Gotta wonder if he can just keep up. It's the third game in 3 days for these guys. But you know Richland's not going to stop. 21 now.
I was here when Isaiah Thomas got 51 for Curtis. And this game reminds me a lot of that from Mr. Isabel.
Bombers showing some rare patience. Look like they're playing for the last shot. Shot clock down now to 5. Oh, and Agosto gets away with one. Isabel from half court. Hits the backboard, and that is it. So he goes to the locker room with 22 points. Garfield leads 31-28. Radliff leading the Bombers with 8, but it has been all number 2 in purple for the Dogs. Richland out early. Garfield comes storming back. They lead again. 31-28 at the break. Root Sports halftime show coming up from here and our sports desk. So keep it here on Root Sports. Richland running the little man alley-oop. Streufert to Radliff for 2. They trail Garfield by 3 in the boys 4A championship game from Tacoma. And look at that. We've got multi-cameras, multi-lights trying to make us look good. Courtside is Brad Adam and the executive director of the WIAA, Mike Colbreeze. We've done a nice job. You look good. You clean up well, my friend.
Well, you know, I was going to say they realized that makeup on me wasn't going to make a difference, so they just, I'm here.
Let me have it all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think about this game?
Well, it's
tired?
a pretty exciting ball game. Boy, they're up and down the floor. It's exciting. There's some pretty good shooting. I think the officials are doing a good job of letting them play and yet calling the calls that need to be called. It's exciting.
Fun week down here in Tacoma, as it is every single year for the state basketball championship, but not the only tournaments going on here in the state, not the only place.
Well, you know what? I started out Thursday in Spokane, yesterday in Yakima, and now today in Tacoma, and it's all exciting. You know, it's again, like I've always said, this is the part where the staff, executive board get to say, wow, this is why we do what we do, to see this end of the year event that showcases kids, showcases fans. It's pretty good, Brad. So right now, this, of course, a big topic for you guys, having fun. Another big topic, classification. What's going on there? Well, we just finished all the counts. We've drawn all the lines, so now we're set for 2 more years, and for the most part, everything's set. You know, leagues adjusted a little bit. Postseason plays being worked out, but it's an interesting year because there's a lot of angst about who's going to be in which classification, what's going to happen with certain leagues, and then how's that all going to play out as we move into next season. Well, the next 2 years. Fun to be done, no doubt about that. For 2 years. It is a challenge, and it is fun to be done. That's a good way to look at it. Outstanding. Well, go enjoy the second half. We'll just keep working, all right? You enjoy yourself, Mike. I'll do my best. Thanks, Brad. First of 4 games we've got here on Roots Sports. 4 championship games, starting with Tremaine Isabel and the Bulldogs. He has 22. Garfield by 3 at the break. Keep it here on Roots Sports.
Because they're not going to stop running.
And here we are opening the 3rd quarter. Bayo, sophomore jump shot, so smooth.
That was he's had some degree of difficulty attempts. That was a much better look.
8 points now for Bayo. Again, 29 last night with 4 threes.
See a little different look here, a little 1-3-1, which is what we saw from Issaquah last night. It pays off.
Radliff with the steal. So they've got one guy as Bayo launches a triple. One guy with 3 and 4 with 2 fouls. Up ahead, here goes Tucker all the way, and he's fouled. Bayo can't believe it. That's his 3rd. Fouls really starting to pile up against the Bombers. Wow.
Phantom call.
He was about a foot in, but Tucker was so off balance, ref figured it's got to be a foul. Bayo's 3rd again.
Garfield has leaked out with the cherry pick a couple, 2-3 times, and it's paid dividends. Richland's got to be aware of floor balance. You've got to have somebody back when your guard shoots.
Tucker, I'm not going to call that a shooter's bounce, more like a lucky bounce. And
yes.
Haskins doesn't care. It counts as a point. That one too strong. Streufert rebounds. Here comes Radliff. Tough shot. Fouled, though, by Tucker. So Radliff going to the line to shoot 2. The senior, again, leading scorer, about 19 a game for the Bombers.
2 shots.
You got to love a shooter's mentality. I mean, he has struggled in the tournament. He's shooting 21% coming in, but you don't stop shooting because you're a great shooter, right, Brad?
Absolutely. Especially with a state title on the line. That's 3 fouls now on Tucker. So he's got 3. Blake with 3 for Garfield. Couple with 3 fouls for Richland, the rest with 2. Deshaun Agosto with the ball.
See that 1-3-1 that Issaquah ran last night to try to keep Isabel out of the lane.
Tucker gets in the lane, can't finish. Knocked out of bounds by Baker. The Bombers basketball.
Little change in defense by Coach Streufert. Again, allows Richland to turn the ball over from Garfield.
Tied up at 32. Cross court to Bayo. Bayo all the way in. Defensive breakdown. Easy layup.
No help side. Easy layup for Richland.
Their last lead was 22-21 in the second. Bayo now with 10. There's Agosto inside. Ties it up.
Nifty floater by Agosto.
Radliff pulls jumper, can't get it to go. But DeVries, little man, gets it inside. Agosto running for the Bulldogs. Leaves it nicely for Blake. Bayo wide open three. Got it. 13 points for the sophomore. He's starting to heat up.
These kids play with a tremendous amount of confidence. A couple missed shots doesn't deter them.
Isabel leaves it. Tucker loses it out of bounds. Bombers basketball. Blake couldn't handle the pass. Tucker lost it out of bounds.
When you play with Isabel, you got to have hands ready because he will find you.
He's so quick getting in the lane. And a willing pass for 5 assists last night against Issaquah. Nice give and go. Streufert and the foul as Baker hacks him on the way up.
Boy, a nifty little set. Ran the ball to the corner, and instead of screening the ball, it's a slip by Streufert, and he gets right to the rim and a chance for a three-point play.
Short. Wow.
Door open?
I think there was a big breeze just blew through the court here in the Tacoma Dome.
It's this end that's open. It's hard to shoot at, but we can't. It's their third game, so I'm trying to build excuses for him.
Exactly. He's got 8 points. Lead is 3. Streufert, I don't know if he dumped water over his head or that's just all sweat. His hair, his whole head just drenched. But you like the effort. Playing for a 4A title here tonight.
I mean, the hard thing for Richland is they really like to get up and challenge the basketball. When you play a team like Garfield, you need to protect the lane. That's evidence right there. Agosto with a tremendous drive.
Finishes with a left, the sophomore. DeVries whirling inside, answers. Playing bigger than he is.
How does he score?
Isabel just measured, set, knocks down another triple. 25 points for the senior. What if Ken Bone wants to play the Pac-12 tournament next week? Get him out there quick. If he's this hot, keep him going.
Into the game for Richland, number 44, Carson Miller. Replacing Streufert.
That's Earl Streufert.
Gonna get Streufert some towels. A bunch of them.
With DeVries high, but look at Bayo, offensive rebound. He goes right back up and in. He's got 15.
These kids really compete in the glass. Richland, like I said, they rebound as a team very well.
Agosto, too hard. And both teams kind of finding themselves on offense, though, opening up a little bit. Cutting his Bayo, and he loses it on the way up. Thought he had an easy layup.
Yep.
Kind of running 2 defenders now. Isabel, when he gets the ball. Agosto leaves it again for Blake.
Agosto showing he can take the middle of the floor and make plays just like Isabel.
It's 4 for number 4 for the Bulldogs. DeVries online but short. Blake a big rebound. Knocked away by McCullough, but they're going to get McCullough, the senior, for the foul. That's his third. So foul trouble continuing to be a story, as is that man, Isabel.
25. The Root Sports High School Basketball Championships are presented by Papa Murphy's. That is a look at Seymour Botanical Conservatory in Tacoma's Wright Park, as we're all knotted up at 43 in the T-Dome. It opened in 1908, did the conservatory. Features exotic plant displays from around the world. More than 550 plants inside. One of 3 Victorian-style conservatories on the West Coast. Well, I tell you, bonus points if you can name the other 2.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. You would know your conservatories, but I'm drawing a blank.
You weren't a botany major,
I'm
Brad,
drawing
down
a
there
blank.
at San Diego State?
A definite double major at San Diego State. One was bodyboarding and blank inside, and water skiing.
Perfect.
Breaks the tie, Bulldogs by 2. Bayo going left. Blake rebounds. He's been big last couple of possessions. Isabel.
Wow.
Leaves it to him again. Blake, that's 6 straight for him. Blake's come to life here in the third quarter.
Again, in the open floor, Isabel threading the needle with the left hand.
6-0 run. Blake's got all of them. He's got 8 points now in the game. Bayo, nice hesitation getting inside. If that's on Blake, that's number 4. Well, I love Patrick Greeley trying to say it's on him.
Look at Isabel with this great nifty left-handed pass for the easy deuce from Blake.
Well, speaking of Blake, it is foul number 4 for number 4. He's back to the bench. Baker's back in for Garfield. Streufert inside. Bank, get it to go. We're tied. Excuse me. Lead is just 2. Streufert now in double figures with 10. Very balanced. Isabel loses it on the way up, gets it back. Steps back for 3. No one guarding him. Bayo up ahead, DeVries. No call. Set shot from about 6 feet. Tucker can't believe it. And now we're tied. 10 points now, DeVries. Another one.
I think Richland got a break there. Looked like he pushed off before the shot.
Another one of double figures for the Bombers. Isabel having to work more. 3-pointer. Got it. His second triple. The third quarter, he's got 28 points. Streufert for 3. Tucker clears for the Bulldogs, slows things down. They lead by 3, 30 seconds left, third quarter. Well, a close game throughout. We had 5 ties, 4 lead changes in the third quarter alone. About 4 seconds difference, shot clock, game clock. That'll be a foul on McCullough.
That's his 4th.
That's his 4th. So back in the game for the Bombers comes Carson Miller. McCullough goes to the bench. Greeley out, Shepard in for Garfield. A new possession. His muscles inside, but Miller there again with a good interior D, and Isabel picks it up, puts it in.
Nose for the basketball.
I don't think the clock ran at the start of that play. So the refs will have to figure out exactly how much time to put on the clock, but definitely that basket counts. Boy, 30 points now for Isabel. 22 at the break. Right place at the right time.
Ball's loose on the floor, and quick to the basketball is Isabel.
quick up. He's 9 of 16 from the floor. They figured out 6 seconds left.
6 seconds.
But we know that's plenty of time for the Bombers.
That's right inside their sweet spot.
They don't even have to run a play. It's just normal offense. Radliff all the way. Hard off the glass. And he hits hard. So Bale with 15 to lead Richland. Garfield with 30 sets up for a great final quarter. In this game, they're 3 for 14. Streufert trying to get to Miller inside. Tucker knocks it away.
Great recovery by Tucker to get in the lane. Looked like a sure layup.
So Isabel to the bench. Shepard in for him. So let's see how long he stays on the bench and see what the Bombers can do with him out. Streufert right to work inside. There's Agosto in the open court. Pulls it out.
Good decision. No numbers.
So definitely going to run some clock now for the Bulldogs with the lead. Their leading scorer, Isabel, on the bench. Shot clock at 10. High screen for Agosto. And he is tripped by Streufert, I believe. Let's see who they give it to. It is Streufert. That's number 4. They reached. Looks like Agosto tripped over his own feet, but they got the reach.
Timeout, Richland. This is a full timeout.
So Richland calling timeout, trailing by 7. 5:42 to go. Your leading scorer just picked up his 4th foul. So Tremaine maybe getting some cramps a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to get some fluids. Working on that calf.
A huge part of the game right now. If he's not able to get back into the ball game.
I hope some of that drink's getting in the mouth there. He's wearing a lot of that down the jersey, trying to drink it as fast as he can, but he's been spectacular so far today.
Unbelievable ability to get in the rim, and his shooting ability tonight has been really the key. He's knocked down some great outside shots. He's been on balance. Again, his shot pocket is released so much better than last year.
4 of 8 from behind the arc. 9 of 17 overall from the field. He is up, tying the shoe. Looks like he's ready to get back in this game. Got to go check in. No, he is staying on the bench. Going to retie the shoe.
After the timeout, it is Garfield ball.
Took the shoe off. He's going to put another purple sock on. While he does that, back to the action. Strong move inside. Streufert tries to keep it alive. Agosto runs it down for the Bulldogs.
Garfield been a little quicker team to the basketball here in the second half, particularly on the glass.
Wild shot. Miller rebound. He's fouled by Baker. That's Baker's 4th. So both teams now will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 5:24 to go.
For Richland, as much as they like to play that up-tempo game, it becomes a possession game now. They need to come down, run their stuff, and get a real clean look this time.
Here's Bale, wide open 3-ball. Yes,
big hoop.
They're 4th. He's up to 20 points. Lead just 4 now.
I can just see the letters coming to the Bale house, can't you?
20 points, 11 rebounds. The sophomore making a name for himself this tournament, no doubt. Ed Haskins wants a timeout.
Timeout,
Garfield.
Timeout
I get the feeling they're trying to buy some time for Isabel to get back on the floor.
I think his shoe, sock, both back on. I think he's already checked in, and I would expect number 2 come back in this game.
They have players that can play. I mean, Augusto can play the point, he can make plays, but they are so used to and so dependent upon Isabel that they feel like they're a little bit lost without him.
Take a look at the foul trouble again. We've got four players now with 4 fouls, 2 on each team. Coaches talking to their teams. We'll take a break, come back for the last 4:41 to decide the 4A title winner. Near steal there, DeVries in the paint. Little floater short. Who else but Isabel rebounds?
He is a supreme competitor.
He's got 7 rebounds to go along with those 31 points. More clock from the Bulldogs. Augusto, foot on the line. Just for 2.
Big bucket. Augusto's had a great second half.
Sophomore now with 6 points. 58-54, under 3 to go. Radliff wants to take the smaller Augusto. Gives it up to Bayo. Bayo, pull up in the paint, got it.
Tough shot, boy, goes into the lane and fades just a little bit with a lot of arch. Young man's got plenty game.
22 points. Blocked by Radliff. Here comes DeVries. All the way up.
All strength right there. Strong kid.
Tie ball game, 2 minutes left.
Will Tremaine be able to go get the basketball and do something? You just get the feeling he's just not 100%.
Nine-2 run for Richland. Isabel spins and leaves it. And Baker will be going to the line. Oh, there is one of the best players ever at Garfield High, Brandon Roy. Talked to him last night. Of course, Blazer, UW. Wanted to come on and do, talk with them halftime or during the game. He said, "I'm too nervous, man. I can't do it." As good as he was, good as his teams were at Garfield, you know what? They never won a state title. So he is all in this game here today. He had to go talk to the team at halftime.
Here we see the great block by Radliff from the side, and you see the strength that
DeVries has
to be able to control his body and the basketball in traffic right there and lay it in.
So the fouls you see again, both teams in the bonus. 2 timeouts to go. Possession arrow, Bombers' way.
Only fitting that this is going to come down to last possession, perhaps. I mean, the game certainly suits that. These teams have been evenly matched, gone toe-to-toe. It's been a heavyweight match.
2 shots.
Torres Baker stepping to the line. He's got 2 shots. 5 points here tonight, a chance to break this tie.
Shot the ball well in the tournament, came in shooting 73% from the foul line, so pretty good choice for Garfield right here.
Nothing but net on the first one.
Couple money foul shots right there.
He He's up to 7 points. A little pressure from the Bulldogs. They lead by 2. Minute and a half to go.
Little 2-2-1.
DeVries loses it. Took his eyes off the ball.
Pretty uncharacteristic right there. He's a pretty sure-handed kid.
Huge break for Garfield. 13th turnover for Richland. Well, you look around the dome, both sides, everybody on their feet. Great crowds from both schools.
Again, they're going to run the clock down.
Oh, they're going to get Radliff with the bump on Isabel. Radliff's fourth.
And that'll be shooting. With all the physical play, I have to say, that's a little bit of a ticky-tack call for me. Clearly, Isabel was going nowhere. And with all, like I said, the contact that's been in this game, that didn't seem like the right call. But that's basketball.
3 players now with 4 fouls for Richland.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely pure money at the line the whole tournament.
Up to 32 points. .33, the lead, 4.
A lot of time. Richland don't settle. Take the ball to the rim.
Under a minute to go. Bulldogs another steal. DeVries fighting for it. Oh, comes up Tucker, who leaves it, and Blake finishes. 6-0 run by the Dogs. The lead is 6. Isabel called for the foul.
Nearly had another strip right there. Here you see the ball gets loose. Boy, DeVries, what a scrapper in the middle of that. Ball gets knocked around, but Garfield's the opportune team and able to take advantage with the breakaway bucket.
So here's Streufert to the line for the Bombers. Ed Haskins, the Bulldogs call another timeout. They see Isabel limping around. Looks like he may be cramping up again. They're going to work on that calf and the ankle. There they go. Exactly what that is.
He's got some problems in the Achilles calf area. It's probably not going to get better in the next 35 seconds, but he's a tough kid. He's going to figure out somehow, some way he can get out there and do what he can do to help this team get to their 12th state championship. What a history for Garfield.
Boy, Richland had it tied at 58. Crowd going crazy, all the momentum, and then Garfield, a couple of turnovers. Another bucket, 6-0 run to get to this point, 64-58. It's going to be just the 4th time this year Richland failed to score 80 points in a game.
You kind of wonder here. They're gonna get 2 foul shots here. You got to hope they make them both if you're Richland. And then the question is, do you just play it straight or do you foul?
First one up and in. It's a good question.
I mean, you might want to pick on a weak foul shooter. Tucker's a weak foul shooter. That might be a good choice. 24.
You got one more to give till you get to the double bonus.
He's money.
Oh, up ahead, Blake. Eating clock, they send it back out. Isabel's got it. Dribbling through everybody, behind the back. Circles back to the front. Finally, Radliff gives the foul, and that will be it for Payton Radliff. Senior is fouled out. 12 points for the Bombers' leading scorer. Well, you feel for the kid.
Yeah, when you foul out, it's hard, and it's the game looks stacked against you at this point.
Well, it may be a little gimpy, but Isabel able to make a free throw. Again, take a look at Radliff with his 12. Again, the Bombers' leading scorer. Heck of a year for him. Heck of a run for this team. Missed a second. He's got 34 points. The lead is 6. And Agosto fouls Bale. Can't believe it. It's like, I got run over. The foul's on me?
Well, the last thing you want to do if you're Garfield is foul. You give Richland a chance to score with the clock stopped.
1-1 for Bale.
So Bale going to the line. Their high scorer today with 22 to go along with his 11 rebounds. It's a one-on-one situation here. Missed it. They missed their last 2 free throws as DeVries fouls Blake. 3. You can see behind us the Bulldogs faithful starting to feel this a little bit. We had the cheerleaders behind us. Fans have come down from the stands. I'm glad we got this barricade around us, Bill. I can see a couple dozen or so, hundreds of Bulldogs fans getting on this court if they win a state title. We got a full timeout by Richland. 65-59 with 17 seconds to go. Blake for the Dogs going to the line, shooting 2.
Well, it's been a whale of a basketball game. And I think Garfield, we saw them as a team of really a one-man show, but in the last part of the second half, I think Garfield has proven to be more than just Isabel. Augusto has stepped up, Tucker stepped up, Blake has stepped up. A lot of these guys have stepped up and made plays when Isabel wasn't 100%.
That was Joyce Walker. We talked about famous Garfield alums. Saw Brandon Roy, Joyce Walker, player and coach there at Garfield. Proudly wearing the purple. Enjoying this one. Meanwhile, Earl Streufert, his Bombers trying to figure something out here. A miracle to come back and get this game. Blake with 10 points, 7 rebounds. Another senior's come up big, as you were talking about. 11 points. Free throws are big. It's a 3-possession game. Richland wants to think that way. Trying to split him. Tucker with a steal. And DeVries has to give the foul, his 4th. Tucker will step to the line.
Mayo trying to split the defenders to make a play, and Garfield has just turned the heat up defensively here this last part of the 4th quarter. Really making it difficult for Richland to do anything. Their hands have been in the passing lane. They've been the quicker team, and they've been able to take advantage at the other end, and they've been very good at the foul line as well.
That was exactly their recipe for victory last night against Issaquah. Clamp down, make free throws. That's what they've done. And now we've got wholesale substitutions on both sides, getting everybody in for these final 11 seconds, giving them a taste of what a state title game is all about. Very classy move by both coaches.
Number 23, Ronaldo Cheney.
Father and a son, coach and player. Share a hug there. Streufert, Miller. Miller will be back. Other guys are seniors as Tucker misses. And Tucker makes no sense at all, decides to foul a guy just in the game with 7.6 seconds to go.
Having pressure at half court, I mean, they did get a strip on Bale, but there's no point in doing that. The last thing you want to do is foul.
His fourth, and he's going out. Coming back in the game, Jalon Noel. Tucker gets a big hug. And that's it, the ball into the stands. Garfield, their first state title since '98. Teams and coaches shake hands. Cheerleaders allowed on the court, but the ropes are up. There'll be no court rushing today, although a lot of Bulldog fans want to get out there. Their 12th state title, again, but their first since '98. Congratulations to Tremaine Isabel and the Bulldogs, your 4A state title.
Wow, just too much for Tremaine Isabel, even with the calf injury. Still finishes with 34 points. He was unbelievable in the paint, but his teammates really picked him up the last part of the game when he was injured.
That's a celebration, years in the making. I got to tell you, the guys held their own with the cheerleaders out there. I thought they danced very well out there. Congrats to them. They can play, they can dance, they've earned it. There's Ed Haskins, emotional coach, his second title game, first victory. Just saw Tremaine Isabel run over and hug Brandon Roy. Garfield family, very proud here today. They had the two transfers from Federal Way. They wanted a state title. They came to Garfield. They got their state title. Blake and Tucker. Very emotional.
Well, it's the ultimate high to be able to get to the state title and win it all. Great storied history at Garfield. They're now part of it, this team. Pretty exciting stuff. I mean, there's been some pretty hallowed grounds that have been paved there by great players, so they get to be a part of that now.
Jefferson Ostler, Streufert, Miller, and Carson Miller. Our head coach,
68-59. Again, the final for Ed Haskins. His Bulldogs take care of the Bombers from Richland. Great game throughout, close throughout, but too much Isabel, too much Garfield. Our coverage continues from the Tacoma Dome right here on Root Sports.